With the death of a VCU student last night on a sidewalk near campus, just a few months after another student was killed crossing a campus street, how safe is the campus, and what do the deaths say about traffic safety in general in Richmond? Here to provide some insight is Richmond cycling and public safety advocate Brantley Tyndall with Sports Backers Bike Walk RVA. Brantley, thank you for coming in.
I like to say it's a pleasure, but I'm happy to be here.
Yeah, well, and I'm sorry. My condolences, because I know you knew Sean, and what a terrible, terrible, cruel irony that somebody that was so young and bright and that cared so much about traffic safety is now gone. But I guess that begs the question, how safe is Richmond? How safe is a campus in the middle of Richmond?
Well, Sean was a great guy, and I got to meet him in state government. He was a legislative aide for a delegate, and we actually worked on legislative issues, the transportation safety issues going back to 2020. And it is ironic that he would meet his end this way. He shouldn't have been doing anything better. He was doing everything right. And so to the question of how safe is Richmond, unfortunately all the numbers are going in the wrong direction. We're running out of creative ways to raise a flag. Pedestrian safety numbers we're 100% up from where we were last year. And last year was a high record where we had a 150% increase last year too.
Oh my goodness. And so what does it take though? What are the steps? I mean, we have so many models in Europe. People say, oh, look at how the Germans do it or the Dutch. What is it going to take? Slow speed bumps? Is it going to take reducing the speed limit by the 30 down to 20, down to 15, down to 10? What would it take?
Reducing speed is the #1 way to save lives. Speed is the #1 predictor of whether a crash will be fatal, and it's a solvable problem. With engineering on our streets, we can narrow them, we can change lanes, we can make one-way streets two-way, and these have been proven to save lives, and we just haven't done it yet.
Well, and several people have referenced that particular stretch of West Main where it is 2 lanes with cars parked on either side. Then all of a sudden, as you approach Belvedere, it kind of opens up and has that sort of freeway vibe as you're, kind of gaining speed there. And that's as you get right into the heart of campus on VCU. Would that be sort of Exhibit A on something that needs to change?
Something that needs to change, yeah. As you approach VCU, you enter a pedestrian zone, but that particular stretch of Main Street encourages speeding to try to catch the light across Belvedere.
Right, that's exactly right, trying to catch that light. And we talked back in the day, a while back, we had the UCI World Championships here, and the question at that time was, all these big-time European cyclists are coming, is Richmond ready for a cycling lifestyle or to appreciate cycling? 8 years later, how much has changed in terms of how we as drivers, as citizens, approach cyclists and of course pedestrians who have always been there?
The World came in 2015, and certainly we had a bike focus for a number of years leading up to that World Championship race. And it was exciting to see the city build a lot of bike lanes in that time. The Virginia Capitol Trail was completed, and the cycling lifestyle has definitely stayed here, and our cycling fatality numbers are actually really good. We should continue on that trajectory and continuing to build safe places for people to bike and walk.
All right, Brantley Tyndall from Sports Backers Bike Walk RVA, we thank you for coming in, and again, our condolences on the loss.